CCTV Camera World is proud to provide support for products purchased from our website. If you purchased your product from another vendor, please contact the vendor you purchased from for further assistance.
We're going to show you how to change the order of your ONVIF cameras that are connected to an Avalonix Premium Series NVR. I've got my two cameras connected. One is on channel 3 and one is on channel 5, and you'll see them here, 3 and 5. The one farthest away from me is channel 5 right now, and the closest to me is on channel 3 right now. These questions come up. How do you change the order of your cameras? If you're just watching the NVR, by the way, I'm just going to throw a curveball. You can actually just click and hold and try to move the cameras around on your grid display, and you can change the order that they're appearing on the live screen. If I go to main menu, go back here, it doesn't really change which order they are in the camera list. Notice that it says 3 and 5 because that's the physical PoE ports that these cameras are connected to. So if you're using, let's say, ONVIF cameras from QC with our NVRs, you may want to watch this video. So now, how do I change them physically? Every time I go into the NVR or my phone app, they appear on the order they are in. It's pretty simple. Let's try this method. I'm going to go back to my NVR, and let's say I want these to be on channel 1 and 2. I'll take the gray cable and I'm going to put it on channel 1. And the red one, I'm going to put it on the bottom port, which is channel 2. So now, technically, logic would say this device should pull them up in that order, and it will not. And that's why we're making this video. We'll skip ahead to that point in time when the NVR refreshes its camera list, and you'll see what happens. All right, so my NVR refreshed itself, and let me kind of show this to you. Nothing is in order right now, so I'm going to go into a view 4. And it's still containing my old order because I screwed around with how the channels are appearing. So let me go back to channel 8. I'm going to go back to the view 9 sequence and put things back the way they were. So channel 1 is here, 3, 2, now I've got everything in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They look like they're back in order, so let me put in my password. You should do the same for your camera. Make sure when you're doing any of this, you know the passwords for your cameras, otherwise you will get locked out. So this would be an ideal scenario if they show up in the order they're supposed to. While they're doing their thing in the background, I'm going to go under remote device and confirm that ports 1 and 2 are occupied, and they are. So let's say your cameras don't pull up this way, where they're not coming up in the order they should be, or even entering the password right now, my cameras are not coming up. Here's what you need to do. It's the simplest method. You pull the power from your NVR or turn it off. It has a power button. You wait a few seconds, and I just waited for my hard drive to spin down, and I'm connecting it right back in, powering it back up. Now when the NVR reboots, it does its thing where it will pull the camera feeds according to the ports they're plugged in. Hopefully, it will not ask you to enter the password for the cameras again. It will keep that in memory. And they should now be in the order that you have them physically plugged in to the PoE ports on the back of the NVR. So keep in mind, this video is applicable to only those users using the Avalonix Premium Series NVRs that have their cameras connected to the built-in PoE ports on the back of the NVR. If you are pulling video feeds from your own PoE switch over the network, it's different. You can do camera You can edit the camera entries in the camera list. You don't need to do this. So it's only applicable to people who are using a NVR with built-in PoE ports. So the NVR has now turned on and it's trying to connect to the cameras. Let's give it a few seconds. And here we go. It took about a good 10-15 seconds and it's automatically reconnected to the two cameras in the order that I want them in as they are connected physically to ports 1 and 2. I'm logging back into the NVR and going to remote device, making sure they're showing up the way they should be. And that's all. So to summarize, when you connect your cameras and they're not in the order that you want them to be in, you basically reorder the cameras physically on the PoE ports on the back. So switch them around, put them into the ports you want. The top row is 1, 3, 5, and 7. The bottom is 2, 4, 6, and 8. And when that's done, power off the NVR, wait about 10-15 seconds, power it back on. If it asks you for camera passwords, enter them, but it shouldn't. And that's pretty much it. Your cameras will then reappear in the order you physically plug them in to the back of the NVR.
If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.